Hi, hello, Luna Mars here, and we are back to a story beside. We were gonna go talk to Nana, but I think we should talk to Donovan. Ladies, keeping busy, are you? Fishing, chores, mushroom picking, nothing too exciting. Afraid that's about as exciting as things get here at Fireside. You want danger and romance, maybe adventuring's more your speed. Me, I'll be spending the afternoon planting a new crop of kale and the evening fixing up an old bookcase. Thrilling life it is. Okay. Let's go see. Pardon my clumsiness. I was just bidding farewell to the innkeeper and didn't think. And pardoning me again, but I must say it. I hadn't expected to encounter two young women as lovely as yourselves in so humble a village. Thank you. Well, we both live here. My name is Lyric, and this is my friend Kelsey. Are you staying here at the inn? Indeed. My name is Thomas Kilton. I'm a traveling merchant by trade, only now bringing my affairs this far north. I planned on making Fireside a regular destination, but perhaps I'll have to reconsider such a delightful place.
Didn't know what to make of Thomas right away. Kelsey had fallen head over heels, of course. He was a man, after all, and one we hadn't known our whole lives. Strange to recall that morning, considering what would happen between us.
Gorgeous. I think my knees actually buckled when he smiled at me. Should I make him buy me a drink? Or play things coy? He's pretty handsome. I guess he's pretty handsome. Not sure about that drink, though. He's got to be at least 10 years older than us. So, 10 years is nothing. I'm very mature for my age. Mature? That's not the word I would use. Whatever that means. Come on, will you? No more distractions. Okay. A lot going on. They'll speak up if they need something. Best to leave busy adventurers to themselves. Easy, I did. Oh, Stormy, I'm surprised you haven't singed all your fur off by now, sleeping that close to the fireplace.
Well.
Ah, there, dear. Back from your excursion out on the lake. It certainly was a beautiful morning for it. Sure was. Graham and I pulled in a pretty good haul. Were there any chores you needed my help with this afternoon? Kelsey wants to go mushroom hunting with her. I suppose your old Nana can manage without you. Run along now before I change my mind. Oh, there's one quick thing you can do for me. Be a dear and go wake up your sister. Heaven knows how she's still sleeping at this hour. I'm on it. Thanks, Nana. Alright. Was Isla in here? Isla, time to wake up. It's afternoon, lazy bones. Hello? I'm gonna need you downstairs. Nana, she's not answering. Are you sure she's in there? Well, her door's locked, isn't it? A bother. Oh, you go ahead and run along with your friend, dear. I'll speak to your sister another time. Okay. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Okay, I'm ready to go. After you, impatient girl. Bye, Nana. I'll be back before dinner. Do be careful, dear. I count on you more than I should.
The longer I live, the more the metal of dear old Nana impresses me. Those years should have seen her well taken care of. Mint tea and knitwork by the fire. Instead, she was on her feet, scurrying about here and there, task after task, night after night. Till the day the woman died, may she sleep soundly. It wasn't fair, losing Mum and Dad like we did. It wasn't fair to any of us. But Nana never complained, never wavered. I take strength from her example, even now.
So what's with your sister anyway? She's been acting so weird lately, locking herself up in her room and sleeping all morning. Father thinks she's on something. One of those bubbly potions merchants sell off the back of their wagons. Isla's not on some potion. Your dad thinks that about every traveler who looks at him funny. Okay, but doesn't it make you mad? You've been helping your Nana so much. We can't even pick mushrooms without checking in. Meanwhile, Isla's getting up to who knows what, acting all dodgy and staying in her room for hours on end. It's gotta be frustrating. Not really. I don't know. I guess I trust her. Whatever's been going on, I'm sure she'll get through it. I bet it has something to do with the summer solstice. You know, the big anniversary on everyone's mind. Could be. Ella's always had a hard time talking about what happened, not as though it's been easy for the rest of us. Lyric, I should have thought about that before bringing you here. We can look for mushrooms somewhere else if you want. No, it's okay. I'm okay. Thanks, though. Okay, then. You start here. I'll look up by the tree. And remember, red means they're not quite ripe yet. Got it? Whatever's going on with Isla, I hope she's okay. Okay. I'm sure she just has a lot on her mind. This time of year is never easy for any of us. Can I? No. Okay. This one's no good for eating. Still, I wish she would just talk to me about it. Not quite right yet. Alright. Already looked at that. Let's see. What do you think, little friend? Don't seem too bothered. Okay. going on, Kelsey? Are you okay? That squirrel, it jumped at me, and now it's just laying there. What's wrong with it? It's breathing so heavily. Oh no, it's the same one from before. We have to help it. I'm afraid it's too late for that. Step back, ladies. Too late? What do you mean? The poor beast has been infected by the shadow curse. See the green glow about its eyes? A surefire sign. Pray for your own good. Do not approach the creature. Even with your help, it would not be long for this world. Wait just a second. What are you gonna do? You may want to avert your eyes, ladies. This is no sight for innocent village folk such as yourselves. Wait, you don't get to come to our village and start killing our local wildlife. I don't care if you think it's cursed. It's for your own safety, girl. Don't you understand that? I don't care. Leave it alone. Suit yourself, but I would advise you take extreme caution around that deceased creature. Take care now, ladies. We're off to meet our newest recruit a little deeper in these woods.
If I didn't care for adventurers as a child, by my 16th summer I came to resent them. Even when doing something noble, they were so smug and self-important. Rarely paid much mind to the humble folk who spent our days tidying their rooms and fluffing their pillows. Worse still, none of them had managed to vanquish the shadow. Not in all those years. What good's the hero if he can't slay the dragon?
Huh?
Lyric, Kelsey, is everything okay? Isaac was helping me carry go back to the village, and we heard a scream. Yeah, we're okay, just a little shaken. The squirrel attacked Kelsey, but some adventurers showed up to help. They said it has something called shadow sickness. Shadow sickness? As in the big, evil, deadly shadow? I guess so. I saw it earlier when I was coming back from the shore. It has this strange green look in its eyes. The adventurers wanted to put the rabbit thing out of its misery, but Lyric won't let them. I think maybe we still should. The adventurers? Why were they out in the woods? Did they say? Don't know. Something about meeting someone. Does it matter? Maybe not. Lyric, have you seen your sister today? I haven't seen her, but she's locked up in her room as usual. What does Isla have to do with any of this? Listen, you should go talk to her. I have a feeling she might know something about this whole mess. Dad might be able to help. He's got lots of experience with all kinds of wild critters. He'll know what to do. Alright, I'll take the poor thing up to the barn. You three should go talk to Isla. Trust me. Wait, the adventurer said it could still be dangerous? Well, okay, I'll be careful not to touch it with my bare hands. I'm sure I can find gloves and a crate back at the workshop. Poor thing. I don't understand what we're doing here. What's Isla gonna know about a sick squirrel? Why do we care? I mean, it's not really our problem anymore. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Her door's still locked. Who knows what she's been doing in there? Stars. Lyric, just move, will you? Is your Nana looking? No. She's helping that merchant with something. Kelsey. There. One hairpin 5 seconds later. Now we can stop asking stupid questions and find some hopefully less stupid answers. Okay. What the? This place is a pigsty. What is wrong with your sister? I don't know. I guess it's been a while since I've been in here. I had no idea it had gone this bad. Okay. It's filthy in here. Has she really been living like this? Lyric, you need to read this. Okay. Oh. Lyric, Minnow, if you're reading this, then I've already left Fireside. I debated in my head 100 ways I could say goodbye, but they all be so painful to speak aloud, you know? I guess your big sister is too much of a coward to look you in the eye and say these things. I've gone with a party of heroes on their quest to destroy the shadow. That vile creature, that demon, is still out there, lurking in the mountains, and I'm expected to sit quietly in our little village and hope someone else kills it someday. How can I? When it took Mom and Dad away from us, and give Nana a kiss from me and tell her I regret leaving this way. When I come back, I'm sure I'll have all sorts of thrilling. Okay. She's just leaving. Lyric, this window's wide open. Looks like she tied some bed sheets together and climbed down. Come on then, what are you two waiting for?
There it was. Isla had been training with the adventurers. For a good while too, judging by the grace of her draw. Seems a petty thing in hindsight, but in that moment her secret struck me as a personal betrayal. I was a flurry of emotions marching into that clearing, burned and bitter, a pot of stew boiling over.
Lyric, what the hell is that, Isla? What are you doing with these people? Why are you using a bow? Listen, Lyric, this isn't the best time, please. We can talk about this back home, okay? I'm talking about this right now. Who knows when I'll have another chance to talk to my own sister. Fine. Little Minnow can't be patient. Let's talk. You're really just going to leave Fireside without telling me? Just leave me and Nina alone to run the inn? Think for a second, Lyric. I'm doing this for you, for Nana, and for all the other families out there broken by the damn shadow. So what? You're going to go out and slay the shadow yourself? That's ridiculous, and you know it. Someone has to do it, girl. Someone has to take up the sword. And that someone has to be my sister? She's never fought a monster in her life. You think she's going to become some kind of hero? Lyric, you don't know what you're talking about. Just go back up to the inn, okay? I'll come talk to you when you've calmed down. You've clearly made up your mind. When are you leaving? Tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Then fine, I will go back to the inn, but I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to let you spend this to be anything but selfish. Yeah, I need to talk to you. It's about Isla. Oh, Lyric, I fear Donovan's just told me. Apparently your sister shared her plans with Isaac, and the dear boy couldn't keep it in. How can she be so selfish? How can she just leave us? No doubt the consequences of leaving Fireside weigh heavily on her, but she believes she's doing what's right. Dear, I'm going to talk to her, but I don't expect to make it any difference. She's like your mother in that way. So stubborn. I know it's hard and unfair to you most of all. Nana, what can we do? We can try to stay calm, and we can try our best to see things from Isla's perspective. She loves us dearly. That has never been in doubt. Lyric, if we can't convince her to stay, we must do our best to prepare her for her journey, so she may return to us safely. Take some time in your room if you need it, but then you should ask around the village for help. I'm certain you'll find plenty. Okay, I think I can do that. Okay. Maybe a quick change of clothes. Yeah. We'll go to Blue. Bluebird, sing your pretty song. Kitty. Why didn't you tell me, Shadow? I bet you knew before anyone. When did I last have something interesting to write in my diary? I guess I do now. Okay. So, I guess we'll go around the village. So I've been thinking about your idiot sister and how to keep her idiot self alive out there in the overworld. I can surely spare a set of boots and gauntlets, leathers and furs. Any of our standard gear will be better for travel than what she's got. If she's gonna go on pretending she's an adventurer, she should at least look the part. I'll make sure she's suited up by morning. Isla might actually look decent for once if I'm the one dressing her. No offense, but your sister has a miserable sense of fashion. Thanks, Kelsey. I mean it. Don't mention it, alright? This is what friends are for. Just let me know if there's anything else I can do. Maybe a haircut, if she'll let me chop off those ridiculous braids. So soft. I wouldn't mind a blanket or robe out of this material.
Oh?
Oh, Lyric, my Kelsey told me what happened with your sister. I'm dearly sorry, but I suppose sympathy doesn't help much, does it? How about something a bit more helpful then? I've been spinning this cloak for such a customer, an adventurer in need. It's lightweight and comfortable, but durable through the harshest conditions. Warm and nearly waterproof, I'll have you know. I would very much like Isla to have it. Thank you, Mr. Miles. This will really help. Your sister faces a grueling journey. No sense pretending otherwise, but she's strong. Strong like Caroline was. She'll pull through. I'm sure you have plenty on your mind, dear girl. I won't keep you. Okay. Now the flowers. Miss Molly always tells me to tell myself. Sure. We'll take a fly. Oh, little Eric, just the girl I was hoping to see. Well, one of them anyway, but you were at the top of the pie. Would you be a darling and run up here a moment? I could use your help with something. Shouldn't take more than a spell. Sure. Be right up, Miss Molly. Lifesaver you are. Mind that middle stair. Okay. I don't think Graham bothers with pet fish anymore. He's more about catching them and eating them these days. There you are, little Eric. Oh, I do appreciate your help. You see, I told your grandmother I'd join her for a quick cup of tea this evening, but I found myself without a babysitter. Why even have a husband or son, always off doing who knows what when they're needed most? You think little Hazel deserves better. I'm certain old Elspeth wouldn't mind me bringing the babe along, but she's been so fussy today, I reckon it'd be so distracted anyhow. So you need me to watch Hazel for a few minutes? Oh, that would be lovely. Could you, darling? Yes, of course I can. No problem, Miss Molly. What a treasure you are. Now don't let her trick you into thinking she needs a meal or a nap. She had both within the hour. As I said, she's a bit fussy, but I shouldn't be long. Maybe you could tell her a story. You know how she loves story time. A story, huh? You know, Hazel, you shouldn't always believe the storybooks. They're all just made up. In real life, the heroes don't always win. Sometimes the dragon lives, no matter how many adventurers throw their lives away fighting it. Oh. Okay, don't look at me like that. Maybe it's better you wait and find those things out for yourself. Alright then, a story. Once upon a time, let's see. Once upon a time there lived a brave woman. A brave woman, she quested all across the kingdom, defeating monsters and performing great feats in heroism. On this particular adventure, she found herself in the middle of a dense forest. A vast expanse of towering trees and green ivy stretched out in every direction. It was, let's see, a dark, stormy night. As the hero walked, the woods seemed to close in around her threateningly. Something sinister was afoot. You see, earlier that evening, the hero has been set upon by a group of goblins. Oh, ferocious goblins. Greedy, gluttonous creatures that want nothing more than shiny trinkets and gold. The hero fought them off bravely, but when the battle was over, she realized that they had stolen away with something precious. Uh-oh. What was that again? Let's see. We'll say her lover. Her lover, yeah, that's it. The vile creatures had managed to kidnap the hero's one true love. A handsome man. He was a handsome man, and the hero cared for him deeply. She wasn't going to let anything stand in her way. The hero was reunited with her true love, but it came at a price. During the battle, she had suffered a grievous wound. Sound like your mom's home. I suppose we should get to the end of our little story. Somehow, defying all the odds, the hero made a miraculous recovery, having saved the life of her one true love. Real life doesn't always work that way, Hazel, but that doesn't mean stories can't. And so, the hero lived happily ever after. Back in record time, she wasn't too much trouble, was she? Not at all. I told her a short story and she just stared at me wide-eyed the whole time, like she could understand. I know just the look you're talking about makes me reckon she really does understand, but that's the ad-lib mom brain talking. Any case, darling, I do so appreciate your help. Even those few spare minutes are such a blessing when she's this age. Oh, and give my love to your sister, will you? She's a truly courageous young woman, that's certain. Yeah, I'll do that. See you, Miss Molly. Okay. Off we go. Okay. Wonder if we can... Yeah. Oh, little Eric, just the girl I was hoping to see. Really? Did you need help with something, Mr. William? No, just the opposite. In fact, I have a present for you. Well, no, that's wrong again. Reckon it would be more accurate to say Luna, the orcs, has a present for you. Oh, Luna has always been quite fond of you, so I don't think she'll mind you taking some of her milk for your sister. That there is midnight milk, thick, creamy, and chock full of nutrients. Could keep any adventurer going for weeks. Thanks, Mr. William. I'll make sure Isla takes it along. Okay. Let's go over here. Still working, Brianna? Isn't it a little late? Oh, yeah, maybe. Just feeling worried about Isla, and hammering hot steel is my way of working through stress. You want to try? I'll feel good, I promise. Sure, I'll give it a try, although I might need a smaller hammer than that one. Nonsense, it's hefty but very well balanced, and you're stronger than you think, Lyric. Ready, you have to strike in the right spots to evenly shape the metal. It's all about balance and timing. There you go, Lyric. Show that forge who's boss. Just a little more. Not bad at all, Lyric. Ever considered a career in smithing? You're a natural. I think I'll stick with brewing ale and washing bed sheets, thanks. It did feel good though, such a rush. Told you, I'm happy to let you have a go whenever you need to let off some steam. I wonder if anybody's... No. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Well, dear, have you spoken to everyone who might be able to help? Alice should be well prepared for the road. Not sure, any ideas? Perhaps you could talk to that merchant upstairs. Seems well stocked with accessories and equipment. Okay.
Ah.
Oh, hello there, Lyric. Was it? Happy to report my stay has been quite satisfactory thus far. What a charming little inn. Right? Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Although, I'm embarrassed to say I overheard a little of what's going on downstairs. The girl leaving with the adventurers. Your sister? Yeah, that's my sister. I'm sorry you had to listen to that. I may have gotten a little heated. Nonsense. For what it's worth, I believe your anger was justified. Seems rather selfish of her to leave this place behind. I know a little about what you're going through. It wasn't a sister for me, but a best friend. I suppose the call to adventure is too much for some folks to resist. Sorry to hear that. What happened to your friend? Listen, I like to help. You and your grandmother have provided such pleasant hospitality. This is the least I can do. That's called a firefly lantern. They are exceedingly rare in these parts, enchanted with ancient elf magic to burn longer and brighter. I haven't tested it myself, but it's said a firefly lantern will keep its warm glow even in the darkest, dankest crevices of the world. Oh, Mr. Thomas, thank you, but I'm sure I can't afford this. I'm quite certain you can. It's free of charge, after all. As I said, it's the least I can do for you and your kind grandmother. Please just accept it. Protest any further and you'll be putting both of us in an awkward position. I wouldn't want to do that. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. I'll be sure Isla takes it with her tomorrow. Oh, and one more thing. It's just Thomas. Mr. sounds so silted. I say we're past such formalities, wouldn't you? Well then. Thank you, Thomas. Truly. You're most welcome, Lyric. Take care now. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else, or son went down to the woods for a breath of fresh air. Wouldn't be surprised if he was thinking of some way to help. Okay. We'll go check it out. Alrighty. I wonder if he's down this way. Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, Lyric. I almost didn't see you there. Guess I'm a little distracted at the moment. I know the feeling. Would you like some company? Yours, always. Have a seat, kid. I'm sorry, Lyric. I didn't mean for you to find out that way. I thought she'd be in her room and would tell you face to face. She told me last night. Sounds like I was the only one she planned to tell at all. I tried to change her mind. Stars, I did. I'm sure you tried, too. But we both know how stubborn Nyla can be. You know, it used to drive me crazy when we were younger, in both good and bad ways. She always wants to go on some adventure through the woods and wouldn't take no for an answer. I just had to try and keep up. How long did the two of you... I mean, are you still... Oh, no. No, we dated for a while, but that was years ago. She really never talked to you about this stuff? Not really. I don't know. She used to, but lately she hasn't been opening up to me very much. I guess now I know why. I'm sorry, Lyric. I know you're worried about her. I am too. But if there's anyone that can take on this challenge, it's your sister. She's the strongest person I've ever known. Listen, I made her something. Arrows for her bow. They're the best I could fashion on such short notice. Okay. I'll make sure she gets them, Isaac, and thank you. Okay. It's pretty late, but Byrne used to be an adventurer. He might have some tools or insight that could help Isla. Oh, it's you. Bit late to borrow some sugar. I wanted to talk. Sorry to bother you at this hour, but I wanted to talk.
Huh?
To me? You're not confusing me with someone else? No, it's my sister's leaving Fireside tomorrow. She's been secretly training with those adventurers, and they're leaving on their quest. I thought, well, since you used to be an adventurer, I thought you might have some advice for her. Advice, huh? Yeah, I have advice for her. Don't go. Too late for that. Isla's made up her mind. She thinks she's going to be able to kill the shadow or something. And you don't think she can? Well, no one's been able to yet. All the seasoned warriors and wizards that come through Fireside, they're all just marching off to die. Isla's no one special. She's alright with the bow, I guess, but she's never even left the village. Not exactly true. I've seen her sneak out into the overworld at night. Once watched her take down a full-grown owl bear. Are you serious? Why didn't you stop her? She wants to be an adventurer. That's her choice, and if she does, it's best she has some experience before she takes to the road. This clearly isn't some flight of fancy. Your sister's been working towards this goal for a long while. 7 years, I'd wager. You know, the hardest part isn't fighting owlbears. There's danger in the overworld, true, but the hardest part is coming home. Adventure changes a person. If you do come back, you come back different, better or worse. You see things with different eyes. Sometimes it helps you appreciate your loved ones more. Other times it drives a rift between you. My advice isn't for Isla, it's for you, Lyric. Don't begrudge her for leaving. Don't let this break the bond between you, because there's no coming back from that. Trust me. My first day in Pyreside, you and your friends snuck into my cabin and stole a necklace from me. Do you remember? I was terrified I lost it on my journey, until you brought it back and returned it. Terrified yourself, if I recall. It once belonged to... Well, that doesn't matter. Long ago, the gem was charmed with a protection spell. It always kept me safe. I don't need it anymore for a life that I live here. Mr. Byrne, are you sure it's such a precious keepsake? No, I'm not sure. So take it and give it your blasted sister before I change my mind. Okay. I will, and I'll make sure she knows what a treasure it is. Okay. Alright. Let's go back to the inn and see if we got anybody. Well, if we forgot anybody. Actually, isn't there like... No, not really. Can we go in here? Lyric, I'm sorry. I can't imagine how you must be feeling right now. Are you okay? A little angry, obviously, but yeah, I think I'm okay. Ella made up her mind. You know, life goes on. It has to. Yeah. I've been thinking a lot lately. It's that time of year, I guess. Thinking about what's important and who's important. I just want you to know I'm glad you're staying. Staying? What do you mean? Staying in the village? Well, yeah, staying in Pyreside instead of going off with Isla and those adventurers. Going on some epic quest. Whatever adventurers do. Don't tell me you haven't considered it. You know, like the heroes in the classic stories. Their humble village gets attacked, loved ones struck down by some great evil, so they set out to save the kingdom and restore peace. Really, Graham? The heroes in those stories are brave and clever and strong. They wield legendary swords, not brooms and mugs of ale. That's Isla's story. Maybe. Not mine. Well, like I said, I'm glad you're staying. But you're wrong, Lyric. You are brave and clever and strong. All those things, more than anyone I've ever met. Graham? I don't mean to muck things up or complicate an already emotional night, but I can't hold it in anymore. I'm crazy about you, Lyric. Have been for a very long time. Yeah. Graham, I feel the same way. I like spending time with you. That's okay, Lyric. I'm not expecting anything from you, and I didn't tell you this to make you...
What?
Wait, what did you just say? I feel the same way. I like you too, Graham. Whoa. I went over this 100 times in my head, but never considered that it's what you would say. I'm not sure what we do now. I guess I'm not either, but it's nice to know. Yeah, it really is. Maybe tomorrow after Isla. You know, after the adventurers leave. Maybe we could take a walk. I know there'll be a lot on your mind. It might help you decompress. That sounds nice. It sounds really nice. It's a date. All right. We're just gonna make this about us and not Isla. We're getting married. All right. Did we get everybody? All right. So maybe we... Yeah, I think so. I should have at least a few things to offer. I picked this blue flower from Molly's garden. Maybe we could leave it on an adventurer's pillow. Anything to lift their spirits? Very good. Brighten their mood just as the long journey begins. Mr. William was kind enough to offer some midnight milk. He says adventurers can live off its nutrients for weeks. Lovely, indeed. Sustenance is vital on such a quest. Isaac crafted these arrows himself and wants Isla to take them. They seem really well made. My boy does good work. Those arrows will fly straight and true. Mr. Miles says this cloak is perfect for adventurers. Warm, water-resistant, but lightweight, enough to be practical. How generous of him. No doubt that material is expensive. The merchant staying upstairs, Thomas, he offered this lantern. I tried to give him some coins, but he refused. Truly, what a lovely gesture. And wonderful too. Mr. Byrne wants her to take this necklace. I guess it's been charmed with a protection spell. He's had it a long time. It's true that Byrne can be a bit of a grump, but let no one say his heart isn't in the right place. I guess that's all. Hopefully it helps. No doubt it will, dear. You've done what you can for your sister and her traveling companions. The rest falls to them. One last request. Do join Donovan and myself for a cup of tea? Okay, sure. 1 cup might help me get some sleep. Lyric, sweet Lyric. Did your folks ever tell you why they gave you the name? Such a lovely story. Um, no, but I like it. It's different. They would be happy to hear that. Had a dreadful time thinking of what to call you. You know what a musician your mother was. I don't just mean her skill on the piano or her singing voice, lovely as it was. It's how she saw the world. Everything was music. She used to say that she and your father were writing a symphony together. Falling in love, getting married, bringing your sister into the world. It was all a beautiful symphony. She lived with a song in her heart, clear for us all to see. After Isla was born, your folks knew they wanted more children, and badly. They tried, they did, but, well, months without any signs turned into seasons, and seasons turned into years, and your mom and dad began to lose hope. They were happy, certainly, but their beautiful little daughter and the peaceful life they shared, but something was missing. Your mother knew it, and we all knew it through her. Her song was somehow incomplete. So imagine, my dear, what a joy you were when you came into our lives. It had been 5 years since your sister was born. 5 years your parents had been longing to finish their symphony. Do you remember the day she told you? Clear as the summer sky. Caroline came to me while I was knitting in the garden, her eyes shining and her voice trembling with excitement. I leapt up to hug her before she'd even gotten the words out. But my name? Why did they name me Lyric?
Well,
Oh, I suppose I've been drawing things out, haven't I? I should say it seems rather obvious, knowing your mother. You were the final element in her music. Beautiful poetry laid over top the refrain she and James had written, the lyrics to their song. Sweet girl, my sweet Lyric, your parents loved you so, and they would have been so proud to see the woman you become. Be a dear now. Fill the kettle once more before you head up to bed. Another cup of mint will do your Nana good. We'll ensure your sister and her companions receive all these items by morning. I've no doubt each and every one will be put to use. Yeah, thank you, Nana. Good night to you both. Good night to you, Lyric. Your Nana loves you dearly. Hey, Minnow, you got an extra bedroll handy? Isla, what did you do to your hair? Do you like it? Kelsey offered to cut it for me. She said this was much more practical for an adventurer. Does it make me look like a boy? I wouldn't put it past her to play a joke like that on me. No, it looks good. It suits you. You can take one of those bedrolls in the corner. I think they used to be yours anyway. I'm not taking them anywhere stupid. Here, help me roll one out. Why? What are you doing? Sleeping over, obviously. We're gonna pig out on snacks, talk about our crushes, like old times. And what if I don't want to? Too bad. This was my room before it was yours. That means what I say and here goes. Just grab a bedroll, alright? And stop looking at me like that. I don't believe you. There's no way you actually jumped. Ask Isaac, of course. He's probably embarrassed about the whole story since he completely chickened out. I remember standing up there. My heart was beating so fast, but for some dumb reason I wanted to impress him, prove I could do it. It was a good 5 minutes before I worked up the courage, but then I stilled myself. I took a breath and... It was really brave. I can't imagine doing something like that, especially just to impress a boy. Yeah, well, I've done a lot of dumb things over the years to impress boys. It's never worth it. Isaac was at least sweet to me, unlike most of them. He helped pull me out of the water and found me a towel to dry off. Is that why you broke up with him? He was too sweet and afraid to jump off waterfalls with you? I don't know, Minnow. I think at the end of the day, we're just different people. Doesn't mean I don't still care about him. And you? We've spent all this time talking about my so exciting love life. What about my catch of a little sister? You could have a boyfriend if you want it, you know. Some hunky adventurer tripping over himself or the cute girl behind the bar. Not to mention a certain blue-eyed farmer. He told me he liked me today and, well, I told him I liked him back. I'm not sure what happens now. It's about time. All those intimate boat outings and romantic campfires in the woods. I'm glad you both finally opened your eyes to it. Don't worry too much about what comes next. Just listen to your heart and you'll be all right. I know you will. You're really leaving tomorrow. You have to go? Yeah, I am. I have to go. Remember that time Nana caught you sneaking out after Harvest Fest? She was waiting downstairs when you got home. Scariest moment of my life, I swear. The woman's eyes were glowing in the dark like a cat. A terrifying cat in a frilly nightgown.
We laughed and cried and reminisced as only siblings can through the early hours of the morning. Stole a pile of biscuits from the kitchen after Nana's snores came drifting down the hall. For a short time, we were kids again. That night remains a precious one in my memory. Suppose it always will.
So I guess this is goodbye for now, Minnow. Yeah, I guess it is. I'll see you again, but I need you to do something for me before I go. Just one thing. I need you to forgive me. Of course I forgive you. Just be safe, okay? Come back to Pyreside in one piece. Isla, time to go.
It would be a long time before I saw my sister again. Never heard the full story of what happened on our journey. Too painful to recount, I imagine. She'd been so bitter after that fateful night all those years ago, but when she returned to Pyreside, Isla had changed. Come to understand something inside herself. come to find peace with what she had, I suppose, rather than grieve for all she'd lost. It was a lesson we both would carry into a swiftly darkening future.
Alright, so we tried to save the squirrel. We left a blue bottle flower. We accepted the sapphire necklace. We told Graham we liked him. We comforted the stray cat. We provided Isla with midnight milk. We told baby Hazel a triumphant story. And we forgave Isla. And we're gonna save our story. Seven years later. Okay. Oh. Hello? Is someone there? Kelsey, is that you? This isn't funny. I like having a dream. Show yourselves. Who are you? Oh. Go away. Leave me alone. Please, please go away.
Oh.
Oh, so here you are. Hard to believe someone so lazy keeps this place running on her own. Must have amazing friends. Your new party came in looking for eel. I served them first round, but I'll have you know I didn't come here to work tonight. In fact, Lyric, you're sweating. Are you okay? Yeah. Sorry, just a bad dream. I must have fallen asleep in the middle of cleaning up. Well, seems rather unprofessional to me, but I suppose you can be forgiven for needing a nap. You got a lot on your mind. Best get up now, though. Those adventurers will be needing their room before long. The rate they've been downing ale. Yeah. I'm getting up. So what are you gonna say to Thomas? Kelsey, that's the third time you've asked me tonight. I don't know yet, okay? I already told you that. Okay. Just seems like a decision you might want to discuss with your best friend, that's all. Okay. Well, I hope you're at least thinking about his offer. Doesn't seem like a decision to be taking lightly. After all, it's not every day someone asks you to marry them.
At first I thought it was some odd joke. Laughed aloud even. I'd known Thomas more than a few years by then, but our exchanges were always brief and hardly romantic in nature. Maybe that's how things work out in the wider world. But we Fireside folk typically get to know someone before declaring our love for them. I told him I needed the night to think it over. Had plenty on my plate those days. With Nana gone to rest and with Isla as she was, the sleepy dragon was mine to manage. Kelsey helped when she could, stars bless her, but that left meals to cook, floors to sweep, blankets to wash, and all sorts of unruly adventurers to wait upon.
Hey, barkeep, another pitcher for the table, yeah? Sure thing. Barley wine ale, was it? Whatever's strongest. Oh, and a smaller pointer. Bit of helpful advice for someone who's patronized a lot of taverns. You should always serve the pretty girls first. The name's Claire. Is that so, Claire? Well, working here my whole life, I found it's important to treat the pretty ones and not so pretty ones equally. So you do think I'm pretty. I'm flattered.
Oh.
Wait, that isn't what I said. Relax, barkeep, I'm just kidding around. Hey, why don't you sit yourself down and share a mug with us? You seem like you need to take the edge off. Thanks, that's very kind, really, but I have some things I need to catch up on back here. I hope you enjoy the ale. We will. Thanks, barkeep. So, Graham didn't work out. You know, this was some petty dear from my guildmates to come over and talk to the cute bartender. We just needed more ale. Oh, right. That's good to know. Although I have to say, your eyes are a beautiful shade of green. Listen, Claire, I'm very flattered, but, well, I'm kind of seeing someone. I'm sorry. Sorry, no need to be sorry, barkeep. That's fair enough. Well, the drink offer still stands. You look like you could use a break, and I'm sure your girlfriend wouldn't mind. Oh, no. I have a boyfriend, or, well, we've never used that label. But it's a boy. I mean, he's a boy. Or a man, I guess. Right then, your boyfriend. The boy that you're seeing. I'm sure he wouldn't mind either. See you around, barkeep. Thanks for the ale. I want to know what happened with Graham, though. So, either your head's in the clouds, or you've got a grudge against your Nana's old glassware. That's the second casualty tonight. Yeah, whoops. I guess I'm a bit distracted. All right. You don't have to beg. I was already going to help. At this point, you're just embarrassing yourself. What are you talking about? I'm gonna watch the end for you, dummy. Go take a walk and clear your head. You're clearly incapable of focusing on two things at once. get some fresh air, talk to whoever you need to talk to, and then come back here ready to do your job, right? Okay?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks, Kelsey. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I still want to know what happened to Graham and why I'm dating Thomas. But maybe in this episode we'll figure that out as we press on. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more of this and or any other video games I play, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.